Hey Crafty friends, it's Courtney Brickner with the Crafty Brick, the CB behind the Crafty Brick. Welcome to my YouTube channel if you are new here. If you've been here before, welcome back. We are on episode 2 of our 6-part series of me prepping for my very first craft fair. Very excited. Today I've got some very fun projects that I've been working on. We're going to start with a little trip to the Dollar Tree, and I want to share some things that I found there that I think could be helpful if you maybe want to do a craft fair. Some of the things I'm using myself, some of the things don't really work for my booth, but just some ideas and inspo for you if that is what you would like to do. So we're going to start with a little trip to Dollar Tree. I'm going to share with you some things that I have made with my laser. I'm not gonna lie, there were some ups and there were some downs on this episode because things just weren't working out the way I'd hoped. And like I said, I've never done a craft fair. This is my very first time, so I'm doing new things. And obviously I make a lot of projects, I do things all the time, but I also make a lot of mistakes. So I decided I'm not going to leave that out. I usually don't, but every now and then I'm just like, can I share all of this nonsense that I have going on? Today I'm just gonna share the nonsense because there were some downs. And to be honest, I haven't even figured out some of the solutions to some of the issues I was having. I'm gonna figure it out. I still got 4 more weeks before the show, so I know that I'm gonna get there, but there are a few things at the end that I don't have quite finished and ready for the show yet, but I've done a lot leading up to it, so I'm just going to share all of that. Okay, so I hope you're here for it. Let's go through making some things that I'm going to use to display items in my booth. All right, let's go to the Dollar Tree. All right, we are going to my local Dollar Tree. Unfortunately, it is not the best Dollar Tree in the country, but every now and then they've got some good things, and I feel like we'll be able to find some items that we can use to display stuff. So we're just gonna walk in here and see what we get. Well, we've got a staple here. I think this could be painted or stained to put things in. This one typically most Dollar Trees have on a regular basis. And this I think I'm gonna get. I think this will be perfect for placing pricing. They've got one that's got like the little easel style, so kick that little arm out in the back and that stands up. I like that one. They've got the other one that's just got the stand on the bottom, and then I think I saw another one over here that it was more vertical shape. Actually, here's another tray that could display some things. I'm thinking like maybe stickers or something. Oh, here's the one that's a vertical one, so it's still like the easel style, but it'd be great for some vinyl on there for pricing or something like that. And then we've got these little pricing things. I think they'd be perfect to add some vinyl and put on your table. And even down here, just some of these little canvases, these blank canvases, you could put vinyl or something on here that you could display items on your table, get a little easel to set it on. Check out this gold little bin. I think maybe some crochet items or, I don't know, giveaway things. And then let's see, some gold. We've got gold items. Where is this? Another gold tray, rose gold tray. And then we've got this silver tray. I think this could be good for maybe some keychains, some bookmarks, little knickknacks that you make maybe with resin. These are all in the school supply section. So I think those would be cool. You could put some pens in here if you're selling pens, things that stand up more. You could put those in there. I don't know, I think Dollar Tree's got some things that you could use. Ooh, and look at these. They're just plastic bins, but I love the little gold accent on the top. Definitely you could put some items in here. I think those would look nice. You could put vinyl on the outside for pricing. Ooh, and the gold bottom. Yeah, you could even just label what's in there. They had a few different sizes. I really like these. Those are cute. So those are just office organizers, but they could definitely be used for a booth. And this one, it stands a little bit taller than the ones we saw before, but I like this. Oh, and I like this. This pattern on here is cute. This actually might be really cute for the freebies that I'm doing. I don't like these colors. I'd probably spray paint it, but these are nice. I like the leaf pattern. I don't know, got some good stuff here. And let's see. Oh, I am going to use these. I have an idea for these candlestick holders. Something a little out of the box. They have multiple sizes. This one had 3 different sizes, which will be perfect for what I am looking to do. Oh, this little styrofoam circle might work for what I need, but even these cat bowls, I don't know. I know you guys have no idea what I'm talking about or what I'm doing, but I got an idea. So we're going to go back home and get to work. Let's go. All right, first things first, I'm going to use my basswood that I got. I have some really cute ideas that I found on, let's see, Creative Fabrica and Etsy. So I'm just using these SVGs. I will definitely put those in the description if you want those, but I've got to cut all the pieces first. So I'm going to go ahead and cut, and then we're going to paint as well. So let's make all of the pieces that I need, and then we'll put everything together. I'm telling you, out of all of the equipment that I have in my craft room, my WeCreate laser is one of my favorite things. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I wanted a laser for so long. And the fact that I finally have it and I can create so many cool projects is just amazing to me. I love it. All right, next up is putting all of these pieces together to create all of my projects that I want to use. So first, I'm just piecing all these together. The nice thing about this crystal glaze glue is it dries pretty quickly and it's a really strong hold. So I was able to actually put this, box together pretty easily. This one has quite a few parts, and I have not figured out exactly how I am putting it all together. In the SVG file, it called for a wooden sized dowel that I didn't actually have. So I have this 1/4 inch dowel, and I just thought I would shave it down a little bit because it doesn't fit in the holes that were cut. So it's a little bit too big. It was too snug. So I just cut it off with my razor a little bit, sanded it down, and then it fit actually in the circle. So that is the size that I needed, and I definitely don't need it to be this long. So I am just trying to figure out like how long it actually does have to be. This is going to be a little spinner wheel because I'm going to be doing a giveaway at my booth. So I'm just trying to get the sizing correct and put it all together. Why I can't seem to get my camera angle correct all the time, I'm sorry. I was just trying to just score this piece a little bit so that I could snap it off. It's a really small dowel, so I just scored it, snapped it off, and then sanded the end. Then comes the part of my headaches with this project. I knew that I wanted it to be kind of a tan color and a red, so I taped off all of the lines. Luckily, this file came with the little score or the engraving marking, so it was really easy to figure out where my paint colors needed to go. This obviously took some time to tape it off, but I just knew it was going to be perfect. In my head, I had a vision, and I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought it was going to be really good. So I taped it all off and then painted it this, the color is camel, but it really was looking more yellow than tan, and I was not feeling it at all. So then I took a little white and mixed it in with this camel color, but not until I took the tape off and I had to redo the tape because I realized I took the tape off. I didn't like the color. So I retaped the entire thing again because I decided I wanted to repaint it. Oh my gosh. So I got a little white, added it to my little ugly camel color, and repainted the whole dang thing. I didn't even show that part. So this is me after the first camel color had 2 coats of paint, and then I taped off that because I was going to do the red. So now it's ready for the red color, and I start to paint that on. To be honest, I'm not feeling it. It was not what I was picturing in my head. I did not like the way this red was covering. I took it off anyway, and I was like, I like the color scheme, but I don't love it. I did not love this project. Didn't like the way the tape lines formed. There was bleeding. It didn't matter in the middle because I knew I was covering that middle part, but I didn't even like the way the lines looked. So, yeah, and the way the paint covered, it just was not my best work. So I thought I was finished, but then I let it sit overnight and I was like, yeah, this is not what I want. So I decided to get some vinyl and cut some strips. Now, granted, I could have cut these strips with my cutting machine, but I was like, in the moment, I was like, let me just cut them real quick. It's going to be fine. It'll be fast. So I thought I'll just take this white vinyl and I'm going to cover up the lines so then they're going to be nice and clean. That's going to look a lot better. Even after I finished this step, I still hated it. So I ended up taking off all the vinyl, starting completely over, taping off everything and spray painting it. To recap, that was painting it 3 times, but it was worth it. Throughout all of this, I was actually working on the other projects at the same time. So I'm painting everything together, staining, all of that stuff. But this as well, I started out with the camel color and the red that I had with, my wheel spinner. And you can see already it's looking a little yellow. So I ended up painting this one twice. I did it with this camel color and then I added the white and did it a lighter color. Didn't like, so here's the second coat of paint. I didn't like this one either and ended up spray painting it as well. So what a waste of time. But when y'all see this at the end, you're going to see why I spent that much time on it because they turn out beautiful. I'm telling you that I love all of them so much. It just kind of gave me the blues while I was working on it. And granted, it's not like I spent like a week doing this. This was, all within, an hour time frame because this paint dries really fast. So I painted it, hated it, painted it again, hated it again, and then spray painted it. And then it was all good. And we're going to move on to the stain. Okay, so these are some other files that I got from Creative Fabrica. The left one over here with the arch, that's actually just the back of my wheel spinner. I wanted that to be stained. But these other ones are display things that I'm going to use for my necklaces. Now that we've got the paint the way I want it and everything stained, I'm ready to put together my wheel spinner. I'm just following the directions that came in the PDF with my SVG file, and I'm just going to put it all together. After I finished putting it all together, I realized that I wanted to have a more custom centerpiece because there's a little circle that goes right in the middle. So I got a little vinyl and cut that out, but it was so little, I really needed to use the reverse weeding method. So I have my letters cut out on the red vinyl. I have not removed the backing yet. I'm just putting my transfer paper right on top, and then I remove the backing. And then I remove the vinyl. When you've got really teeny little pieces, it just makes it easier to do reverse weeding so that you're not actually losing pieces. And it just, sometimes makes it hard with the adhesive vinyl peeling it away from the backing. So the reverse weeding worked well for this project. And now I'm just going to put that onto my centerpiece. I tried gluing it on with my crystal glaze, but it just wasn't sticking. So then I got a little hot glue with the crystal glaze, and you cannot go wrong with when you add hot glue to the mix. So then we were good. It stayed in place, and it spins perfectly. I love it, love it, love it. It's so cute. All right, now we move on to my business card holder that I'm going to have. I always like to keep the centerpiece that it cuts out and glue it onto the back, and it feels like it makes it just a little bit more stable. So that's why I added that piece to the back. Now that we're finally done with the paint color, this is, the third paint. This was the spray paint. So this one, I love this color. I'm going to just glue this into place and glue everything where it needs to go. And then I'll show you the finished result. For the QR code piece, I actually kept the little square that cut out of the outline so that I could just add a little bit of a dimension. So the QR code, I stuck that on to the square on the back, and so it's like double height. So then it gives it a little bit dimension sticking out side of that red border. And I like the way that looks. And then the greenery. Oh my gosh, this just set it off. Like I've seen these little these art-shaped things for business cards, but I've never seen it with the little flower pot. So I love this. It's so cute. All right, now let's head out to the garage where I've got another project in mind for those cat bowls. I'm just going to spray paint them, and I'll show you in just a minute what I plan to do with them. I really thought that these would be perfect for placing my hats on because I'm going to be selling hats for Mirrored Mindset. So I thought this candle holder and gluing that to the top of, or, you know, gluing that bowl to the top of the candle holder. In my mind, it seemed like a great idea, but what I'm realizing is I'm not quite sure that it was. I flipped it over thinking, oh, this is going to be great. Set my hat on it and let's try it again. It's not working. While I work on the solution to the hat problem in my head, I'm going to go over to my jewelry displays. What I thought was these are going to be perfect. My horizontal charms will lie nicely on here. I'm going to be able to fit 6 of them. They'll all be spaced apart equally. And so that I can make that happen, I'm going to add some Jenga blocks to the back of this so that the necklaces will be able to go wrap around those Jenga blocks and stay in place. It was not working. Oh my gosh, they were all ending up in the same exact spot. I'm like, I kept putting them on and they just kept falling down. So I'm like, oh my gosh, my brilliant ideas are not so brilliant today. I'm feeling like a big dum-dum. Nothing is working, but you know, I do not give up. I swear, I'm going to figure this out. They're all like in the same position. I'm just like, let me just tape them on and see how it looks. I mean, to be honest, this isn't going to be shown. You're going to see the back of it. So I don't really know what I'm doing yet for this. I got to figure it out. I do like the way it looks though, but this ain't it. All right, here's my finished product for the interchangeable charm necklaces. I do like the way it looks. The only thing is that all of my Jenga blocks on the back was just all in vain because, to be honest, I thought I might use all the heights and really they're all the same height. And I just have tape sticking them on now because this is really not working. I feel like it looks good from the front, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth me like trying to figure out a way to make it look pretty in the back also. I don't know if I want to spend my time doing that. I think I have other things I need to do that I could spend my time doing that would be more beneficial. And these are not going to be taken off. My plan is that these will just be for display. People can check them out, see the words. All of these have different words on them. They've got different style chains. So one has the oval chain, one has the paper clip chain. So I think it's a good indicator of what the necklaces look like. And then I will have some other ones that they can try on if they want to. So I don't know. I might try to still make it so that it works and looks pretty in the back, but I'm not sure yet. This, I'm going to stain this so that it matches this brown. Or actually I might paint it white. I haven't decided on this, but I am going to put the price on here. So I'm going to have this one sitting in front of here that will say the interchangeable charm, and it'll say the price for the gold and the price for the silver. Because I've heard that people definitely do not want to ask you what the price is, and you should have the price for everything. So I'm going to use these that I got from Dollar Tree and display that. I do love this SVG though. It's super cute. I just maybe wish it had something on the back to hold the necklaces. But like I said, I'll figure that part out. I've got a little time. And here are the other ones. So this is the vertical charm. This one, I do like the SVG for this one because look, it came with the slots for the necklaces. So this one fits well. I didn't want to do this with the horizontal charms because I just didn't think that it was going to display them as nicely. And I thought it might be nice to have this design for the vertical ones and then this other design for the interchangeable horizontal ones, just because it shows that there are different styles. That's why I wanted two different display options. So I do like this one as well. I'm gonna also have this in front of these, and it will just say vertical charm, and then we'll have the price for the silver and the price for the gold. I'm gonna do that in vinyl. That'll be another video. I just haven't gotten to that part yet. I will though. So we've got the necklace displays finished. And oh my gosh, this I love, love, love. One reason is because like I've seen these. I'm sure you guys have seen these before. The arch design, I like that. But one thing that I love is really just the addition of the little planter box. I feel like it's just so cute and inviting. And I just decided this SVG did come with, you know, a spot where you could put two of the QR codes. I think it was like, you know, you could put two social media spots there. I chose to just do one because I actually let's see. You might be able to scan this QR code. I'll put it there so you can scan it. But I'm also going to show you, just in case you can't scan it right now, I'm going to show you what pulls up here. I use something that's called Popl, P-O-P-L, and it is a digital business card. It has all of my information, so they can get to my website, they can get to like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. It's got payment options on there. There's a lot of stuff that they can access just with one QR code. So I really like that option. And then I've got my business cards here. This is my new one. So it's got the name on the front and it's got, let's see, the QR code, a little synopsis of what Mirrored Mindset is, and social media, like where you can find me. So, but it's got the same QR code that is right here. I've got that on here. The cards that I had in the past, I actually didn't have the QR code on it. So I just did a little print and cut with my Juliet cutting machine and added the QR code onto it. So it's just a sticker. So if you've got some old cards and you do want to add a QR code, you can do that really easily just by making a little print and cut sticker. So I love that. Finally got the color right. Oh my gosh, that was a nightmare. And then this one, I have to say I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. It just spins. I think what I'm going to do, 4 spots are going to be for my freebie. I've got some leather bracelets that I'm actually going to engrave to give out to people. So this will kind of draw them in. This is going to be sitting at the front of my booth. They can spin this. So 4 spots will be for bracelets, a free bracelet, because I actually asked the event planner like about how many people they expect, or maybe how many people had come to their previous events, and they told me like 2,800 to 4,000 people. I was like, OMG. To be honest, I had no idea how many people were going to come. I purchased, I think, 400 bracelets. I just had no idea. So I'm like, oh, I'm not going to have enough bracelets for everyone. So I thought, my husband actually suggested that maybe just doing it like a raffle giveaway style. So doing a spinning wheel. So I wanted to make it. So I did. The colors were giving me the blues, but I think the colors worked out perfectly. I love the addition of the logo on there. So I'll have 4 spots for win a bracelet, 2 spots each of 10% discount, 15% discount, and then 1 spot for a 20% discount. And then the last spot will be try again. So that's 12, right? 8, maybe there's two, whatever it is, I'm gonna break it down so that all those fit. There's only one 20% spot boat and 4, 8, 9, 10, yeah, so that's right. Okay, so I'm excited about this. Love how that turned out. Think it'll be fun. I have not decided exactly how I'm going to put those things on here because I don't want it to be a permanent solution. I want to be able to reuse this, you know, and I might not always want to do the exact same thing. So I'm contemplating Velcro, possibly a magnet, possibly some teeny little paper clips that could fit, and I could just put like a paper. I haven't figured that out yet, so just bear with me. Luckily, this is a 6-part series. If I don't share exactly what I'm doing on this episode, just keep tuning in because I'm going to share everything by the end of this. So I'm still working. This is a work in progress here. My necklaces are a work in progress. Oh, and then this for my hats. It's cute. It's cute, but my hats don't stand up. Let me get my hat. It seemed like such a good idea in my head. It really did. But when I set my hat on there, it just falls down. I want it to sit like that so you can see the hat, but it just falls. So I kind of feel like that was not the best plan. So I'm gonna still work on this as well. You know, all your ideas that you have, the very first idea is not always the one that you end up with. That's what I've learned over the years. I also have learned that if I have an idea, I'm gonna make it work. It just may take a few more steps to get there, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna have something to display my hats. I actually didn't even show you this. So I've got hats that are with an engraved leather patch. So that's something else that's coming to the booth. So we've got necklaces, we're gonna have hats, we're also gonna have sweatshirts and t-shirts with the Mirrored Mindset words on there. So that's all I got for you this week, my friends. Like I said, there were some ups and there were some downs, and you saw, but I'm gonna keep trucking along. Next week, I've got some things that I'm doing for my table. I'm gonna be making what do you call it? The logo to put on my tablecloth. I've also got a checkout stand, a DIY checkout stand that I found. I'm gonna make that. So stay tuned for next week. I've got some more projects headed your way. And you know, we're just gonna get this booth so it's looking beautiful. I'm very, very excited for the future of this booth. And if you want information on the SVGs that I got for the necklace displays or the spinning wheel and even the business card holder, or let's see what else, the Popple business card, all that information is down below in the description. And if you like this video, you like this series, please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notifications so that you don't miss anything crafty. I'll be back next week with some more prepping for this craft fair. I'm very excited that you're here with me. Until then, stay crafty, my friends. Bye.